2002, 1980, 1964, 2008. Oh, you're not taping this. Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, stacking copper and nickel. Turn the tape off. I'm embarrassed. They're gonna think I'm like some sort of ghetto person or something. Stop. Okay, I'm by myself. There's no one to stop the tape, so I'll have to keep going. Okay, well, is this worthwhile doing? I don't know. I've been doing it since the 90s, so somebody please tell me. Okay, stacking copper and now nickel. I'll get to that. As a lot of you know, I would say a good amount of you people who are watching know that Lincoln Cents 1909 up to halfway through 82 are 95% copper. After about halfway through 82, they changed it to about 95% zinc, I think, with some copper plating. You know, obviously copper worth more than zinc, and a penny as of right now, as of this taping, is worth about just a minuscule over 2 cents a piece. So 1981 and below penny, let's just say, is worth double the value. Now, not too long ago, 2.5 cents it was worth. But all metals took a bad hit recently. That doesn't bother me because I'm in for the long run with silver, gold, and even these metals. I just keep stacking. And what I've done is, well, this is from previous years, wrap them up. And what you do is you just go through them. You get your new stuff, put them in bags. I mean, obviously, I just will throw everything in a big jug. And then just go through it 6 months, a year, year and a half sometimes. I didn't touch this. And then at some point, usually in the winter, I'm doing this tape. It's not winter time, it's fall, but I just felt the urge to do it since I'm just starting to do the nickels. And a bad snowy day, especially if you live in the north, February, March, slushy, whatever, nighttime, that's a good time to do this because there's not a whole lot else to do, especially if you're into this. But I separate them into bags. I put them, as I'm going through them, put the new, I put the ones I'm going to roll, 81s and below. Now you could put several bags out when you're stacking. There's different dates with errors here. This is 1972, if you can see that. Double dies. I've actually had several bags of these. I've checked them because they are pretty valuable. I haven't gotten one. But you could put a separate bag out for every 1984, 83. There was errors that double die in 83. If you want to go through them, I have done that at times. I can't say I've always done that, but you know, you can do that. These are 82s. Now, I actually have several bags of these 82s that are chock full. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be that bored someday to do the testing. There's the drop test, the scratch test, I believe. But I really don't know what I'm going to do with these 82s, to tell you the truth. But I may just cash them in someday. Then you're going to find wheat pennies once in a while. So you just separate your wheat pennies. You can even separate mint marks if you want. There has been times I've separated rolls of S Mint, Lincoln Cents, you know, 50s, even up until the you know, early 70s, 68S or something. You could put them in separate rolls if you want and mark them. Here on this box, which I started last year, you know, I just have them marked 1959 to 1981, just so you make sure you don't get mixed up. And then the new stuff I wrap, I'll just write the word new on the wrappers you put it on. So I won't get stuff mixed up because I'm getting older and I do get things mixed up. Copper. Now, a nice bar like this, and I got this recently just because I like the look of it. 2-pound copper bar, about $14.50 from Providence there. Very nice, very impressive to hold. You know, it's only copper, so it's not like I'm going to really ruin it too much there. But, I mean, so it's way past double of the weight. I want to say maybe for 2 pounds, I'm trying to think. I think 2 pounds is only 6 rolls of pennies. That would only be $3 or close to it. these rounds. They make them in copper. Again, these are, they're way overpriced. This is a Zombuck here, and I believe they're $1.69. They are nice to collect, and some of them, well, I wouldn't call this a lovely coin. It's a Zombuck, but some are very pretty to collect. And I do collect a little copper, but I don't go to the dealers buying a lot of copper. Recently, now let's see. Well, recently what I've been doing is cashing these in, not for fiat currency, but I've been cashing these in for nickels. Now, people have been hoarding nickels or collecting nickels for a while now, because a nickel, not too long ago, became worth a nickel. 75% copper, 25% nickel, and so I'm getting cashing them in the new pennies for the 83s and above for rolls of nickels. And you go through them if you wish, which I have gone through these rolls. And I have not found any silver nickels, although my wife found a silver nickel in her change really just a few weeks ago, gave it to me. But you'll find some older dates. I haven't found a 1950D, but you'll find some older dates, and you want to collect them, put them in a tube or a special roll. This is just for my everyday change here. I walk around, or I go to the store, I have 2 nickels, I throw it in my little jug here and keep it in the kitchen. My wife's not too thrilled with that. She don't like this jug out with nickels in it. So you're not going to become a millionaire? No. It's just something to do. It might be a worthwhile endeavor someday. I mean, the government, like I said, they may do away with the penny. Right now, you're not really supposed to melt pennies. But if they do away with the penny, like Canada did, I think things could change, and you could melt your pennies. This is, you could hand it down to a future generation, because, it may not be worth all that much, I'll admit that. And I probably don't have all that many years left, but that's up to who. But anyway, so it's something to do on a cold, a slushy winter night, is just kind of throw your pennies in a jug and go through them, and don't be afraid or embarrassed to stack a little copper and a little silver, because we don't always have, at least most of us, I should say, we don't always have that $400, $1,000, $2,000 to write a check off to FMX, Providence, whoever, bullion company, which is nice to do, but you can't do it too often. At least I can't, and my almost middle-class wages, I guess. But that's all I have to offer tonight. I hope you found this informative somewhat. And until next time, take care, and don't be embarrassed to stack copper and silver, by God. Bye-bye. I meant to say copper and nickel. Thank you.